we got shirts on sale. Express your evolution, Pokemon, and Shepherd's Delight by buying a Which One starter shirt, Evolution family shirt, and Shepherd's Delight t-shirts and hoodies. Link for these shirts will be in the description below. Mystic Sage is also back, and to kick things off, starting on August 1st, we're going to be uploading 31 days of anime content straight. Go subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. Link for Mystic Sage will be in the description and in the ad card. More Pokemon anime stuff? Mystic, dude, you're doing too much anime stuff, dude. I'm sorry, but the Pokemon anime has just inspired me recently. I was watching Garen Reeves' Pokesins series where he points out everything wrong in the Pokemon episodes, and that gave me inspiration for me to count down my top 10 best episodes. There are so many truly iconic and incredible Pokemon episodes out there. There are episodes where we learn about certain character backstories, goodbyes, and very important life lessons. I want to count down the top 10 Pokemon episodes I consider to be the best, the ones that inspired my childhood and taught me many of the things I know today, and episodes that gave me joy and sadness as a kid. Pokemon's played a huge part in my life, and I want to show my appreciation. So let's count down the top 10 Pokemon episodes I consider to be the best. Starting off this list, we have the episode where Ash takes his Charizard to the Charcific Valley for training. Ash and his Charizard were just starting to get super close, and he was listening to Ash with everything he said. Ash made his way over to the Charcific Valley though, and saw Lisa, the owner, have an entire valley dedicated to Charizard training. Every one of those Charizard were super strong, and Ash's little Charizard was just getting picked on. We see Ash's Charizard just mollywhopping everyone that Ash faces. But yeah, no, it got whooped at the valley really, really bad. I like Ash's character development where he just tells it to stay here and train. You could tell he didn't want to do it, but he forced himself to because I think he wanted to prove to himself that he could win battles without Charizard, which I find to be a really nice touch, to be honest. It's a good episode. Alright, we got one more Charizard bit and I swear we'll move on. The first time Ash's Charizard obeyed Ash was epic. I think we all know that. Ash runs into this trainer in the Orange Islands with a Poliwrath and Ash faces off against him. The Poliwrath makes work of Charizard because Charizard disobeys Ash. After getting totally creamed, Ash and Charizard have a heartwarming moment where Ash rubs Charizard the entire night to make it feel better from the previous battle it had. Charizard finally respects Ash due to him seeing that he actually cares for Charizard's well-being. After that, we see Charizard and Ash in perfect chemistry as he faces off against his trainer again. He wins, and we see this excellent seismic toss that brings this Poliwrath down. God, what a fantastic episode. You really learn how much Ash cares about his Pokemon, no matter the stuff his Pokemon put him through. Charizard respects that, and I love it so much. An old family blend tops all the Charizard episodes. And I mean, there's some good reasons why. For one, of course, we get to see Bayleaf and that cute moment it had with Ash. But at the same time, we also got to see the Pokemon used in the past for a change. This episode brought a great change of pace to the anime, as we finally got to see a little nostalgia and head back in time a little bit. We saw the Johto starters, Snorlax, and Cynical even evolve into Kolava. Ash then tells everyone he's going to be using the Pokemon from his past generations to battle against the Sinnoh League. It was a really cool episode to see, and we saw some old chemistry mix in with his old Pokemon. What an incredible episode, honestly. A dip of nostalgia and an evolution all in one. Plus the fact he played a little game of hide and seek to find all of his Pokeballs, that was a pretty cute touch. Oh, and did I mention that Bayleaf is also precious? I think you guys know at this point in time how much I really like Butterfree, especially Ash's. That's why Bye Butterfree comes in at number 7. Ash released his Butterfree close to around the time he gets his 4th badge, and it was the saddest goodbye ever. The entire episode, Butterfree is just going around to fight for his love for the pink Butterfree. She begins to admire him a lot when he comes to the rescue for it against Team Rocket, and we see Butterfree's loyalty and love for this Pokemon all in one. Pink Butterfree then does an utterly adorable courtship dance for Ash's Butterfree, and it's just so dang cute. They fall in love, and we see an incredible amount of flashbacks going back from when Ash first met Caterpie all the way until it was time for him to release it. I don't know what it was, I just love the fact that we got so much throwback, and the way how he said goodbye to it made me tear up. Butterfree is just so awesome. Out of the XYZ anime, one of the best episodes is the battle between Alon and Ash. This was the first time we really saw Ash come so close to beating a league. This is a 2-episode entry because, well, I just couldn't talk about one without the other. Alon and his Pokemon were amazing, whether it be the matchup of Tyranitar vs Pikachu or Unfezant vs Talonflame. This battle kept all the watchers on the edge of our seats. We were all cheering for Ash to finally win, and then it happened. The battle with the last 2 Pokemon, Mega Charizard and Battle Bond Greninja. And they both came out of the gate swinging, neither trainer backing raining down. With that final attack of Water Shuriken and Blast Burn clash, we hold our breath waiting to see who is still left standing. As the dust settles and we see both Pokemon, our minds start to race. Then we see Charizard start to falter, but it was a fake out. Greninja faints. Even though Ash didn't win, this is the best battle Ash has ever had. Hands down. Pikachu's goodbye displayed a lot of sadness, but at the same time, we got to see how much Pikachu and Ash really cared about each other. Pikachu found some wild Pikachu that it really had fun with, and it fit in really well. Ash starts to think that it might be a good idea to leave Pikachu behind with all of them because it looks happy. Ash starts to pack his things, and Pikachu knows is this. It gets really confused and starts to realize, yeah, Ash is gonna abandon me. When Ash starts running away, he has flashbacks of when he first got Pikachu, and then the feels begin, and we all as Pokemon fans got teary-eyed. We see Ash truly cares for his best friend and partner. The great moments Ash and Pikachu had together meant more than meets the eye. And from then on, Pikachu remained by Ash's side all the way until present day. That episode to me foreshadowed a lot and told me Pikachu was going to be Ash's friend for the remainder of the series. And that message was right. I just think that episode has so many great messages to give about what it's like to lose a best friend, and to think about it can really sting. The message is to cherish your best friends and the friends around you at all times. It's a great episode and I still cry every time I watch it. I know the first time you do something special live, there are going to be some hiccups and you're going to be nervous. This is shown off using Serena's first showcase debut in the episode, a showcase debut. Much like Ash, Serena has the goal to become the next Kalos Queen, which means she needs to win princess keys by entering the contests. The group arrives in Comarine City where Serena enters her first showcase, and she is both excited and nervous. With the reassurance of her partner Fennekin, Serena seems to relax as she styles her Pokemon. But there's one issue she doesn't take into consideration, which is the length of the ribbon she tied around Fennekin's neck. In the middle of their walk down, the runaway Fennekin trips over the ribbon, ending their chances for the princess key. The next morning, as she walks with Fennekin and Pancham, she's overcome by the memories of her loss and breaks down crying. Both Pokemon quickly try to cheer her up, and with their help, a new resolve in Serena emerges. With this new resolve and goal in mind, she decides to give herself a new look, cutting her hair and building more confidence. It really is a truly inspiring episode. Go West Young Meowth gives us a great backstory to our favorite talking cat. It turns out that Meowth grew up without much food, remarking that he was always hungry. When he saw the movie, That Darn Meowth, and all the food in it, he decided to go west and try to break into Hollywood as an acting Pokemon. As Team Rocket arrives at a worn-down Hollywood, Meowth starts to have memories of all the places he would go in his younger days. He sees a snack bar now closed up where he would used to steal food from, and where he joined a gang of other Meowth that was led by a Persian. We also learn the reason he learned how to talk was to impress a female Meowth named Meowsy. He even started to walk more like a human because he always saw this Meowth with a rich lady. He would spend every night above an acting study, mimicking what the people down below were saying, and when he finally went back to the female Meowth, she rejected him because he was now too weird for her. Now isn't that a slap in the face? But this backstory is also later referenced in X and Y as well. I have to say, it does give Meowth some depth to his character, and I personally love it. Pokemon Sun and Moon Episode 21, Statlin's Death. Now, I didn't think anything would top this back in 2017, but it has been dethroned. Don't get me wrong, it's still super sad to see Litten chase after his friend Statland, but man, there's something about our #1 spot that will hit you hard. So we start out by seeing a combination of Statland and Litten, but something is very wrong of Statland. Even with its suffering, it still finds the strength to teach Litten Fire Fang until Ash finds it collapse in the ground. When Ash picks it up to rush it to the Pokemon Center, he comments how light this Pokemon is. It still gets me hearing Litten's pathetic cries as it paws at the glass, watching Nurse Joy work on its friend. It's heartbreaking enough, but they're not done with us. Seeing the dream where Statland is heavily hinted at leaving the world is devastating. To see Litten chasing down its father-only figure to have him disappear, and the heart-wrench cry is just... Okay. It is later confirmed that the Statland we saw did in fact die. Even Meowth tries to help out Litten after the loss of his father figure. And if you didn't find this devastating moment to be really sad, I don't know what's wrong with you. Even with that rainbow at the end to show that everything was going to be okay, I still found myself in tears. Remember how I just said number 1 was going to be even sadder? Well, number 1 is Sun and Moon episode 108, Memories in the Mist. So let's get this out of the way. It seems like Tapu Fini has a deep connection with the dead, and when the gang is enveloped by the mist, well, some of their dead loved ones can talk to them again. The first one we see is when Torracat is reunited with Stoutland. Torracat is so excited as he bonds over to his former mentor and father figure. At this moment, Torracat proudly shows off his new moves, even learning a new one being Fire Blast. But this isn't the most tear-jerking moment of this episode. Oh no. That is saved for Mallow and her mother. It's revealed earlier in the episode that Mallow's mother died when she was very young. Mallow tells Lina that her last words to her mother were "I hate you," because her mother was always saying she was sorry. It's also revealed that Mallow's Bond Suite was caught by her mother. Out of the mist, they are trapped, and she hears her mother's voice saying, "Mallow." Mallow turns and rushes over to her mother crying as she apologizes for her harsh words. Mallow's mom says there's no need because she already knew, and she thanks Mallow for being her daughter. There's so much to this moment that you just gotta watch it. The waterworks will start flowing. Even though these last 2 episodes are sad, the emotional impact is what makes them so great. They just stay with you. Kind of like the impact from Pokemon the first movie when Ash dies. We all remember that so well. Well, that pretty much wraps up my top 10 best Pokemon episodes. All these episodes have a very special meaning to me and a lot of Pokemon fans everywhere. They taught me many things growing up and gave me a lot of happiness when I was younger. What do you guys consider to be the best Pokemon episodes though? Share them with me in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, why not leave a like and subscribe to my channel with notifications on, that way you never miss an upload. If you want to support me further, consider following my Twitch where I stream a lot of Pokemon content and Nintendo content like shiny hunting, showdown battles, Explorers of Sky, Zelda, Fire Emblem, Smash Bros, Borderlands, you name it, I play it. Want to support me further in Game Club perks? Check out my Patreon. Daniel Leone, Lady Crimson, Pal491, The Lazy Leo, Matthew Young, Awesome Lego, Jarrett Weezosted, and Sodden Grider did, and I want to thank them personally for going above and beyond. It means the world to me. I think I'm gonna wrap this up though. I'm Mr. Gumbrian, and I will see you in the future for more awesome Pokemon content.